Struggling with rising electric bills in Alabama? You're not alone, and we're here to help. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to break down exactly how you can find, apply for, and secure utility assistance in the state, getting you the relief you need as quickly as possible. Let's be real for a second. Are you finding it harder and harder to keep up with your monthly electricity costs? Between everyday inflation, those notoriously hot Alabama summers, and unpredictable energy prices, just opening that monthly utility envelope can literally make your stomach drop. But here's the absolute most crucial thing to remember. You are not alone in this stress. And more importantly, there are dedicated federal, state, and local programs designed specifically to get you immediate relief. Help is out there, for sure, and today, we're going to track it down together. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll look at facing high utility bills, major state assistance programs, local and utility relief, how to actually apply for help, lowering your future bills, and finally, how to take action today. All right, part one, facing high utility bills. Let's understand the need for assistance. Look, rising inflation and climbing energy costs are straining budgets everywhere. It's like a heavy weight on everyone's shoulders. But these costs don't impact everyone equally, right? That's exactly why assistance programs in Alabama are built to prioritize vulnerable populations. We're talking about a major focus on the elderly, folks with disabilities, and families with young kids, the people who naturally face the highest energy burdens. It really highlights the vital need for both immediate crisis relief to keep the lights on today and long-term fixes to make homes way more efficient for tomorrow. Moving into part two, major state assistance programs. Let's explore that federal and state funding. Okay, your official starting point is ADECA. That's the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs. Basically, they're the state agency acting as the middleman. They're responsible for taking federal energy funds and distributing them directly down to your local community action agencies. Those local agencies are the ones who will actually work with you in your specific county. Now, a massive option you really need to look out for is LEHAP. That stands for the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. It's a federally funded initiative that helps eligible low-income households handle their heating and cooling bills. In Alabama, this fantastic program offers up to $580 for heating and $520 for cooling, depending on available funds. And the absolute best part? They skip the middleman and pay the utility company directly on your behalf. But wait. There's a really important distinction here within the program itself. You can go for standard seasonal help, regular assistance for winter heating or summer cooling. Or if things are dire, you can tap into crisis assistance. This is emergency funding that provides up to $1,100 if you're staring down an imminent utility shutoff notice or a severe health-threatening emergency. Think of something like a broken furnace in the dead of winter. It's a true lifesaver. So I know you're wondering who actually qualifies. Well, for a LEHAP, your household's total gross income for the previous month has to fall under specific limits. For a one-person household, you're looking at $1,956 a month. For a family of four, it's $4,019, and it scales up from there. But keep this in mind, it's super important. They look at everyone living under your roof. Yep, even roommates count when they calculate that total household income. Part 3, Local and Utility Relief. Let's talk about getting help straight from your specific power provider. The big takeaway here is that whether you're hooked up to Alabama Power or a local rural electric cooperative, they actually have internal programs built just for this. For instance, Alabama Power offers a monthly discount of about $14.50 for SSI or Medicaid recipients. Plus, you might have access to the ABC Trust Fund. And if you're on an electric co-op, they use this great program called Operation Roundup to hand out community grants. There are also fantastic local charities stepping up like St. Vincent de Paul and the Catholic Center of Concern. Now, if you happen to be over 60 or disabled, you absolutely need to look into Project Share. This is a brilliant statewide energy assistance program. It's actually funded by your neighbors voluntarily rounding up their bills or making donations, and it's super efficiently run through the Salvation Army. They provide seasonal utility bill assistance across the whole state. So if you meet that age or disability criteria, make sure you ask about it. I know, it can feel totally overwhelming trying to track down all these different local charities. But here's a pro tip. Dialing 211 is your absolute fastest route to help. It's a completely free, 100% confidential, 24/7 phone number. You just call, give them your zip code, and a trained specialist will connect you directly to the utility assistance programs nearest to you. Easy as that. All right, part 4, how to apply for help. Time to navigate the application process. Following these 3 steps is just absolutely vital. Step 1, verify those income eligibility limits we talked about earlier. Step 2, gather up all your required official documents before you do anything else. And step 3, contact your local community action agency. Please remember, ADK doesn't process these applications directly at the state level. You've got to go through your designated local county agency, or just use 211 to find them. Okay, listen up because this part is crucial. You absolutely must bring these exact documents to your appointment or your application is going to get delayed and nobody wants that. You need a photo ID, you need social security cards for literally everyone in the household, yes, even the kids. You need proof of income for the previous month for anyone 18 and older, and you need a recent utility bill and the head of household's name. If you show up missing even one of these pieces of paper, it can put a hard stop on your relief. Moving on to part 5. Lowering your future bills. Let's look at some long-term energy efficiency solutions. So we need to understand a major difference between the 2 main strategies available to you. LIHEAP pays the bill today. It's direct financial assistance sent straight to the utility company. But the Weatherization Assistance Program, or WAP, that program physically fixes your home. It makes real, physical upgrades to permanently reduce your energy consumption. It's all about making sure tomorrow's bill is much, much cheaper. $8,534. Let that sink in for a second. That is the average operations cost per unit that the Weatherization program covers for eligible families in Alabama. Think about that. That's over $8,000 in highly targeted home improvements provided to you completely free of charge. No catch. So what exactly does that money do? Well, it covers free home energy audits, professional air sealing, pumping and attic insulation, and even full HVAC or heat pump replacements if the audit shows it's cost-effective. On average, this program saves households $283 in utility costs in the first year alone. It actually slashes total household utility usage by around 35%. Oh, and here's a really cool detail. Even if you rent your home, you can still qualify as long as your landlord agrees to participate. And finally, Part 6, take action today. Let's lock in your next steps to relief. All right, here's your immediate to-do list. First, identify your local community action agency to see if you qualify for LIHEAP or Weatherization. Second, call your utility provider directly and ask about internal payment plans or base charge discounts. Third, just dial 211 if you need to find the Salvation Army or local charities right now. And just a quick disclaimer before we wrap up, this information is for educational purposes, so you always want to verify specific details and deadlines with the programs directly. The relief is out there, waiting for you. And as we've seen, there are multiple, real, proven avenues to get it. But it kind of begs a bigger question, right? As energy costs continue to rise nationwide, is temporary bill assistance enough? Or is weatherizing our communities the only real path forward? Don't let another month of high bills cause you unnecessary stress. Gather your documents and make that phone call today. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and we'll see you next time.